Hey, what's happening? So, hey, Chris was there. I said, "What's up, Chris?" So, I'm gonna try to make it to somewhere in the East for a football game this year. So, I was thinking I would do um the Bills at Miami game. I was thinking that'd be pretty fun, but they sold out. So, when Anthony and I were trying to get that to work before, something had come up, and it was fairly important. But I've been given the thumbs up to go ahead and still try. But at if at anything, I was going to go to Jets Media, but now I can see that Richie and TD are trying to get something going for New York and having Miami go to New York or New Jersey, right to MetLife. And if I can support both those guys at the same time and go back east and see a good game, because I think that Miami and New York will be a good game, like a good game. It's not going to be any kind of one-sided butt kicking or anything. It's going to be just like a good football game. And then I get to meet all the cool people in New York and cool Miami fans too. You know, gotten to know a few of them. It's pretty fun. What you got going on there, Chris? Come on. Yeah, Anthony got a ticket, bro. He did. He totally got a ticket. Um, he he had bought two tickets. He got us both one. Let me do this, man. I'm tired of hearing these people's. So he got us both tickets at first, but that thing came up, so I had to back out. And so he just put the money all towards his ticket, right? And so now circumstances have changed. And so it was available, but they're already sold out. So I can't really come and hang out with you guys then. Yeah, we both did, bro. But when that thing came up, I was like, ah, shit, dude. Turns out I can't go. And then now, just a few weeks later, and it's been weeks of hell because Anthony's been teasing me every day about, uh, oh, I get to go to the Buffalo game. I'm gonna have so much fun without you, Jamie. And I'm like, dude, that's messed up. He's teasing the shit out of me. Let me see if I can do an invite thing here. There we go. I think I can do this. Boom. Give a call if you want to, man. Anthony's got his daughter doing a daddy-daughter thing. I think they went to the library or something really freaking cute and just so squishy like that. So I think literally Anthony's at the library with his little girl. That's pretty stinking cute. So I know I don't talk about them a lot, but I sure am pretty happy with my Chiefs right now, my coaches, and my GM. I gotta say, man, that these guys every single year seem to put together a team that's going to be a major contender. And I know a lot of people thought it was just over and done with because we were having so many problems at left tackle. But we have added guys that can get some stuff done, take care of business. The team is literally as high, if not higher caliber than it was last year. And we lost some guys I really love. But my hat is off to my coaches and my GM because, wow, we got a receiver core that's going to be effing scary, man. Effing scary. Just come up and tailgate and get one of the cheap tickets. Like, Oh, like right at game time, there are cheap tickets at game time. I don't have to sit in the booth with those guys. I would rather sit like, up higher with the real people. There was actually a fellow that was saying they got that booth that's like right next door, and he's like, we got availability. And I was like, whoa, dude. Yeah, but I'm a Chiefs fan. I don't want to go get the shit beat out of me by a bunch of Bills fans. Just kidding, man. But it's like it's Bills versus Miami, so like I guess I got no dog in that fight. It could be just fun to hear what you guys say about each other. Just party at high five every time you guys do something good. Like I think your breakout guy, Chris. I think it's going to be Kincaid. I realize that the Bills haven't played a tight end game. You barely feed your tight ends anything at all. But I think this year you guys are changing some of that stuff up, and you got fellas that can open up a tight end better. So in my opinion, Kincaid's going to have a hell of a year. I bet he pushes 900 yards, bro. I mean, I bet you he could push, at least 850 yards, 6 touchdowns or 7, something like that. That'd be pretty fat. You know what I'm saying? I think he's going to hit something like that, bro. I really should do this. I mean, because I think I could still get tickets to that tailgate party anyway for the night before. And I'll probably be too hungover for cheering by. I'm just kidding. But that would be really fun. If I go to a Jets thing, I can get on the field, get a picture on the field. That's pretty boss. Got a picture with Richie from one of his Jets media things. I don't know if they're allowing people with the Bills on the field. Like, yeah, I don't know. That Jets field, though, MetLife, that thing is treacherous, bro. Treacherous. Like, me and Anthony walked out there, and I was like, man, I almost tore my ACL just walking over here, brother. And he's like, he's like, oh, yeah, me too. This is weird. It was just like ground up tire with like this fake grass looking stuff sticking through it. And it sticks. And so if you were to stop fast, like just walking, you could hurt yourself on that thing. It was bizarre, dude. It was bizarre. It fluffs and spreads some of the very, very top thin layer, but you stick. I would imagine if you slid across that, you would have raspberries all over the place, man. Catch a ball and slide or something. You went there? You didn't make it on the field? Attaboy. So that's probably what I'm going to be shooting for. No matter what field I go to, Yeah, it's going to be fun. I just don't know which one to pick, man. I'm torn because they said it'd be like a month, and if somebody doesn't like buy their ticket or something, then I could get to the Bills Miami game with you guys. But if they're going to plan one for December, I mean, that's good football weather in December. And that'll be in New York in December. That's good football weather, bro. I like cold weather games. That would be fun. And watching the Dolphins shiver their ass off in December in New York would be fun. That would be pretty fun. Oh, really? Nice, dude. That's fun stuff. When I went to the Jets Media Day thing, that was me and Anthony both went. It was like in 22. Yeah, it was like 3 years ago, 4 years ago almost. And they're trotting us out on the field, and I'm just wearing all Chiefs stuff, man, just red head to toe and drunk as five Jamies, you know. And they were just like watching me walk by. I'm right down in the front in the middle on the picture thing. That was pretty fun. What is up, bro? What you doing? Yeah, I was enjoying it for a minute, and then you were just like, and then it just like went totally different. DTN, it went totally different, and I was like, "What is going on?" I was like, "Relax, bro," and you're like, "Oh no, that was a joke." I'm like, "Well, it's hard. It reads different, so like it's sometimes an emoji or something really helps that because it's like when I'm on my computer and I'm typing it in, it's hard to go over to the emoji thing quick, but you can do it on your phone that quick. You know what I mean? And so, so sometimes I'm listening to it on the computer, but then typing it in because my phone's a little faster, right? I don't know why. No Bills gear on the field. That's right. Oh, that's right. That was Dan couldn't even go on the field. That's right. I won't. I'm gonna wear my Chiefs stuff, and that's just it. Though it wasn't like my team versus your team. Because if it was my team against the Jets, I'm sure they'd be like, "Come on, dude, we're not gonna put a Chiefs fan in this picture." I can see that, but it just kind of sucks because it was the group thing, and it wasn't about like whose team is gonna win or whose team's better or anything. It was about being there with all of us and being friends no matter what team we got. So I would have to be like, man, we got to get this picture. I need my guys. Where's the rest of my guys? Bring them out. Surround them with Jets fans, and then put the Bills fans right in the middle. You know what I mean? I would just do that just out of spite. When I go to Arrowhead for games, we try to get a hotel just a ways down the freeway, not super far, but far enough you need a rental car because right there by where Arrowhead is, there's the two football stadiums, and then or there's football and the baseball stadium, right? And the hotels around there are kind of not up to par. So you go down the road a ways, and then find they got a few really good hotels that have good security, and they got breakfasts and like, man, the last couple of times we've gone to games in KC, we stayed at this hotel. I'm trying to remember the name of it. Um, like Country Suites or something. And they'd give you a drink card, and you get 2 drinks at night. They got a bar. It was just 2 free drinks. Thanks for staying here. Here's a great breakfast every day. They also have a good dinner for you at night too. So you could literally eat there twice, and it's just added to the room, right? It was very, very reasonable. Like it's not the greatest food, but it'll get you by. You know what I mean? It's better than like a continental breakfast because you're gonna have sausage and they got somebody making eggs for you over there, and like they actually have a chef cooking a whole bunch of stuff, and they put it in the big heater pot things. It's almost like a buffet. You go through, get your breakfast, feed you. They'll feed you full, man, and that's just at the hotel. On top of that, you're going out for ribs. You're going out for burn ends, You know what? Arrowhead's probably going to go through changes soon. Either they've got to renovate the whole thing, or they're going to move across the river, and it's going to be in Kansas City, Kansas, not Kansas City, Missouri. But technically, that town was so big; it was on both sides of the river, Like it's just sprawled both sides of the river. It's literally two state. It's so big it takes up a chunk of 2 states. But that's where you took all your cows back in the old timey days, right? Figure in the 1800s, you know, you were still driving your cattle to where a railroad was that could take them everywhere, right? I mean, come on, man. And then you take those cows there, all the cows are there, and now you got a whole bunch of hungry cowboys, and everybody wants them to come and eat. So it was like a contest for who could make the best cow, like the best tasting cow. And so when you go to Kansas City, it hasn't changed. You just like you see a little barbecue joint in a strip mall, go check it out, dude. I guarantee you're just gonna salivate, like just thinking about that place. Go to Jack Stack. That's probably my favorite place to eat in KC. That you can get the best burnt ends. Just they're so good. I mean, there's a whole bunch of just go to any rib joint, any barbecue pit place, right? And you're gonna have just about the best stinking barbecue on this planet. Probably the best. And the smaller ones that are starting out, those guys, sometimes you find a real special one of those. I'm telling you, that's good stuff. God damn, it's making me hungry. So, yes, go to Arrowhead. Go to it again. It's fun. Chiefs fans are pretty nice. We'll see you walking by in a parking lot. We'll be like, what's up, bro? You know, hey, good luck. You know, I like this guy on your team, you know, and it's not. You can tell the ones that aren't the real Chiefs fans because they're the ones that are like, you suck, we kick your ass all the time, you know, and jump in your face about it. That's not real. Like, that's some jerk that just finally became a Chiefs fan that doesn't realize what kind of hell we had to go through, you know. I mean, everybody had our number. Everybody. It wasn't just one team, it was everybody. You guys had our number in the 90s. We could not beat the Bills in the 90s. You know, you guys got to go to 4 Super Bowls in a row back then. I remember. So you guys have already had our number. We figured it out. You guys will figure it out too. You guys will you'll get your ring. Josh Allen will get his ring. I don't know if he'll get multiple, but he'll get his ring. Yeah. He'll end that curse. And then maybe you guys get another guy someday, like for your next draft pick or quarterback when Allen retires, and maybe he gets a ring too. Maybe you guys could do that for a while. I know, right, Chris? That's all I need. You know what I mean? That's all I ever hoped for. I couldn't believe when the Chiefs actually won a Super Bowl, brother. I was like, I'm going to spend my whole gosh dang life just never getting it, you know, never getting to see. I had to sit and watch so many really talented guys and it go through and it felt like I was watching their careers just get wasted because we didn't get them a ring because they deserved a ring. We just couldn't quite get it together, right? But and a cup for yeah, that would be cool, bro. God dang, you're greedy, man. How much do you? One at a time, one at a time. There was a year though when Kansas City had their baseball team, their soccer team, and the Chiefs could have all three gotten a championship that year. They were in the mix. And that was like, what was that? Was that Alex Smith's last season? No. No, it was when it was the season we went to the championship against Brady and lost in the championship. That could have been cool because, like the soccer, they won their championship. And then in the baseball, they won the championship. The Royals won. And then the Chiefs got close, man. That would have been so boss. So, who's your favorite player on the Sabres, man? Let's have this. Let's see if I can send this again. Yeah. So I heard Buffalo's got a few different teams that actually do pretty good, even like in the minors and stuff. You guys are like just big on a lot of sports there. The way I see it, you're almost in Canada, so cold weather sports probably are quite like you guys are just used to that shit, you know. In Kansas City, it's a different kind of cold. It's it's 20 below, but still 100% humidity, and so it everything just gets like a sheet of ice just grows on it, right? And that's fucking freezer cold. Past or current, bro. Favorite Sabres player, past or current. I'm gonna look him up right now on my list, and then we'll see what happens. Let's see. Oh, you'll call in. I'll just wait for you to call in if you wanted to. Oh, look at that. There's DTN. Let's let him in here.
What
What
up,
are you
bro?
doing?
Hello, Jamie. How are you doing?
Good, bro. Good to hear from you, man. Hey, that's a cool little insignia thing you got going on there.
Yeah, I decided originally it was something else, but I decided I want to create my very own logo, so that's why I like uh I like these wildcats, so that's why I decided to pick a wildcat for my logo, so that's why I got that. Holy shit, that looks nice, man.
That's what I got. You got one too.
Oh yeah, even though I don't have a tattoo and I'm not planning on getting a tattoo.
Ah, got a few, but I don't know. It's the weird thing about tattoos, bro, is if you get one, after a while it goes invisible to you. So you don't see it, like even in the mirror. You could have it on your face. Pretty soon you'll just never see it. Everybody else will. You just don't see it anymore. That's why people get more, and then they get more, and then they get more, you know, because the old one it goes invisible. You just don't see it. When you get a new one, you're always looking at it. You know, oh, cool, that's a cool tattoo.
Well,
So,
yeah.
it's just, so it's progressive. Yeah, man. Hey, you're getting pretty saucy with my Jets friends, bro.
Yeah, because you have Jets Forever being Jets Forever because I was just gonna
Because he's
enjoy the
Jets
live stream.
forever.
I was just gonna enjoy the live stream, but then Jets Forever had to take shots, so I was like, I had no choice but to, be the same
Honestly,
old
I
TT.
don't think I've ever seen him not take shots at it, dude. I mean, and literally, he goes through this every goddamn year. He has to basically sit there and watch his team just get pounded on, and everybody else gets to talk a little bit of smack. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like you guys went through it where you had your great days, and Patriots fans would just kind of like, yeah, man, we got you. We're gonna get you again.
Well,
You know.
normally when I get onto Connor's live streams, I usually don't crap talk on the Jets fans, but when it comes to the AFC East roundtable, I don't. It's just friendly banter, and I just do it just for the sake of it.
For sure, bro. For sure. Like I like getting on your channel and just listening. Randomly, I'll pop in and I go off on a couple of things, but
Yeah.
like on the thing today, I was just having fun with jokes, dude. Like seriously, crushed up Smarties. That was pretty silly, you know. Poor
Yeah.
Diggs getting in trouble.
Oh, don't get me started with Dix. Like, I knew that I seen the viral video before. I think I saw it yesterday. But when I found out went all over media, I listened to like 98.5 or NBC Sports Boston. I was like, they're just overreacting over some viral video, even though Mike Vrabel
You
said,
never know what it is, dude. It could be a joke. Or
Yeah.
maybe one of those girls is making a music video and they thought that would be funny in it.
Yeah, but
Pink
everybody's
dust,
overreacting to the
like
pink
pink dust.
substance.
Pink what?
The
Was it
the pink
liquid?
substance that Stefan Diggs had.
Was it liquid?
No, if originally they thought it was some pink substance like pink cocaine, but when somebody looked it up, I went on to Twitter and I found out it was like some raspberry sherbet. But I've never seen it before, so.
Raspberry sorbet. Raspberry sherbet? That don't look nothing like cocaine.
Yeah, I don't know why people are overreacting to that just because it was a video and then people overreacting to like him not attending the OTAs and that.
I thought I was saying it was that strawberry quick. Remember that stuff you put it in your milk and stir it?
Oh yeah.
I was like, oh, maybe they crushed up some Smarties. Who didn't do that shit in junior high, you know?
Yeah.
That was silliness. Come on. Oh, man. And then poor Bosa getting hurt, dude. But, you know, injuries suck. I feel bad. I feel bad that Joey Bosa's hurt. But that being said, what really did the Bills fans expect from a guy, even the Bills franchise, what did they expect from a guy who's always hurt every year, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, maybe not every year, but it feels like it sometimes.
Mm. Man, I overheard about like the Bills tickets, and when I saw the event, I was like, you gotta be shitting me. Like, I saw the price to get into like to look at the AFC East roundtable event, and I was like, I don't have that kind of money to like get into any of that.
Did you put in a down? Because if you did and you're going to back out, I'll buy your down off you.
Nah, I did. No, I just took a look at it, but
See, Chris, I'm still trying. I'm looking for anybody that's going to back out of their ticket because I'll go to that shit, man. I'm down to party with Bills fans. I ain't
yeah,
no enemy, you know. Our teams are not enemies. That's the crazy thing. I know Bills fans are saucy, and they're just like we're sick and tired of hashtag Chiefs always, you know, getting that W, you know, and going ahead of us. But we're not enemies. You guys did this to me when I was, you know, I was DTN's age, and I had to watch the Bills just fucking kick my team's ass. Like every time we looked like we had a chance, just the Bills would swoop in and just boink. so you know what I'm saying is like we're basically sister teams. You know, like sister cities or sister whatevers. Like, you know, we're sister teams. We're both fucking great when we're both great. We both suck when we both suck. It's been like that forever. It's just this one's our turn. Maybe we get 4 in a row, and we've already won 2 of those, and I'm down with having 2 out of 4. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, I know what you're
I'm down. If we got another Super Bowl and lost, I'm okay with it being done because 2 out of 4 in a row is pretty boss.
Yeah.
To get 3 out of 4 is even more boss, though.
I thought it was 3 out of 5 since you won the 54 one, right?
Well, but that wasn't consecutive because we've been
consecutive. That's right.
Super Bowls now.
Oh, that's right. I know what you're.
And in the 90s, the Bills went to 3 or 4 consecutive Super Bowls.
Oh yes, I know.
And goddamn, dude, that is just the craziest, toughest goddamn thing I can even think of. 4 in a fucking row, lose all 4. That's boss. You went to fucking 4. Right? That's sick, dude. Nobody's done that. Patriots didn't do that.
Against all 4 NFC East teams.
Isn't that crazy, man?
That's crazy.
One on each of them, huh?
Yeah.
Wow. That fucking Jim Kelly guy was tough as nails, buddy. got
Yeah,
out
I wasn't
there.
around that time, so
I was. He was like, I was your age. He was one of my heroes. You know, actually, I think I was a little bit. Let's see, what was that, about 93, somewhere in there?
I think
Maybe
around that time.
early 90s sometime. So I was, yeah, like 20 something. Probably about 20.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, yeah, dude, it crushed me, bro. They crushed me. I was your age, and I was like, oh, I never quit being a Chiefs fan ever.
Yeah.
Always support them, always love them, no matter who. And yeah, it sucks to fucking lose.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't remember really anybody rubbing it in back then on the Bills. Like, people rub it in on them now that have never even, they weren't even alive during those days. And they're like being mean to the Bills about losing 4 in a row. And I'm just like, well, fuck, I was alive back then. Nobody bagged on the Bills for that. We were all in awe that they were so fucking tough that they were taking the AFC that far. Because back then it was AFC against NFC. It wasn't AFC against AFC. It was all of us against all of them, right? We just had to play each other to mix it up, see who's the best. And it felt like more of a real tournament, you know? Like, that was the good old days, man. That was when you could fucking hit a quarterback just as goddamn hard as you wanted. If that receiver's up like this, you could bust his ribs, go right through him. You know what I'm saying? There wasn't any princess dresses on the sideline for you to go put on for your pageantry shit. People were paid what they were paid, and it was not a lot. Like, if somebody got, all right, if somebody got 65 million for 3 years,
Yeah.
it was fucking unheard of, right? And now quarterbacks want 65 million a year. You know, I mean, back then is when so Brady kind of took it over after that, right? And then he was like, I just do not need that much money. Let's buy a team. Smartest thing ever. And it took him a long ways. It took him a whole career. You know, like, that was the smartest move any quarterback's ever made. I will stay. I will be that good, but I'll be cheap.
Mm.
Nobody does that. Everybody goes, give me the fucking big bag. I'm Kyler Murray. I need to be one of the top 6 paid players in the NFL. Why? You haven't done shit. You're probably not going to try hard.
Yeah.
You know, there's so many guys paid so much, and then they wonder why they're not really going to just. Then you're going to have the one-hit wonders like Joey Burrow.
Yeah.
So he's a one-hit wonder, but then he got paid his giant bag. He didn't have a lot of money for him when he got his Super Bowl ring, right? There wasn't a lot left to be paying a quarterback. That's what got him to, or he didn't even get the ring. That's what got him to the Super Bowl. But then in the offseason, he got a giant fucking bag. And that does not bode well for the next coming season.
Yeah.
We got to trade off a lot of guys that just got us there.
Can say the same shit for Hassan Reddick because he's holding out of OTAs because he wants to get that paycheck, but he hasn't done shit for the Jets.
Lock the door.
Thank goodness Philly got out of it.
Lock the door. You didn't make the team. The contract is if you make the team. You can sign anybody you want, but if they don't make the team, that's null and void. Boom. Are you good enough? Are you good to be a team player? This is how you find out. And so, yeah, can his ass, man. And, you know, you can still get out of that.
Oh, yeah. It's a one-year deal.
Yeah, dude. If he's going to hold out, just be like, look what you did, because we put it in the contract. You have to play this many games, and you have to produce this much in order to get paid.
And I felt bad for Jets fans when I heard about it because Jets have to suffer with that guy's BS, and then, you know, their coach sticking up for his ass and then, because he hasn't done crap for them, becoming a liability for him. Like, Jeff Ulbrich, he's, like, stepping up. He always, like, defends him, even though he hasn't produced anything for the team. Like, he was... holding out until
I'm
he
gonna,
gets that extension. And
yeah.
when he got paid, he hasn't done shit, and that's why he got let go.
Right. Yeah, dude. I mean, the thing with Diggs, I made a funny joke. I guess maybe it's not funny to everybody, but I was like, wow, Diggs acting like, I said, I said, like, Diggs is acting like he was, he's Antonio Brown and Tyreek Hill's baby that's been raised by Deion Sanders. That kid's going to be a mess. Diggs will be all right, dude. That's
Diggs is gonna be fine. It's just one
That's
video,
probably
but
not even fucking real. It's probably a joke. And who cares anyway? And if it's custard or whatever the fuck, I'm gonna laugh.
yeah,
You know, like,
it was Memorial weekend. Like he was just doing his workouts. If I'm not mistaken, was in Florida, and then he just wanted to spend time with his friends.
well, his old lady had a bunch of friends over.
Yeah,
She's like,
exactly.
look who my boyfriend is, right? That's pretty boss.
But if it was
If she
during
wants to throw
mandatory
you
mini
off,
camp and training camp, then yeah, we would have issues. But it's
right?
OTAs. But then
Yeah,
again,
I
you need
mean
some
it's
leadership out of
voluntary,
his
right?
ass. Yeah, you need some. But then again, people are complaining that Sticks is like in his 30s right now, and everybody expects him to be like some leader. But then again, if Variable finds that to be an issue, then since
We'll
since
speak
we
with
didn't
him.
like give
Vrabel
him that,
doesn't hold back, dude.
yeah.
Vrabel would speak to him about it.
But yeah,
But that's just it. You know, the trend these days is to be pissed off at guys that don't do the voluntary OTAs or the voluntary camps and stuff, right?
yeah,
Like everybody's like, "Oh, not a team player." Well, fucking sometimes I had a vacation planned, you know.
yeah.
I'm
Because the
not.
first time, if I'm not mistaken, he didn't show up because of the knee, and then the second time, my guess it was because of whatever the heck he was doing in Florida.
Okay, yeah, I could see that. But if Cardi B was my old lady, bro, I think I'd be late. I might call in a few days, you know. I mean, come on, think about that. If that was your girlfriend, don't you think you would call into work? You know, maybe skip
Yeah,
class.
yeah. Well,
Come on, dude. That
by the
girl.
way, I just want to hop in just to chillax with you. I gotta go because I got some friends waiting. So it was nice
You're
chatting with
good,
you.
bro. Thanks for
Tell
coming
Anthony
on
I say
here.
hi. Hopefully he's doing great.
Yeah, I'm about to end this anyway, and thanks for coming on, bro. That was a
No
good fun
problem.
chat. And
Hope
I'll see you tomorrow night, maybe. Anthony will be here tomorrow night.
we shall see.
All right, bro. Maybe we'll see you.
Well, peace out, man.
See you, brother. All right, you guys. Thanks for coming on, Chris. That was awesome, man. I enjoyed spending the evening talking about how awesome Jim Kelly was. That guy was one of my heroes when I was a kid, bro. Like, he took a fucking slobber knocker hit every single time that ball was hiked to him. And then he would get up, dust himself off, and go and do it again, man. I thought that was the toughest shit I'd ever seen. And like, you got to figure this is back when a quarterback took a hit like that. Usually they were just fucking done, you know. But damn, dude, he would get up every time. That was the toughest guy I'd ever seen. That was why he was one of my heroes, man. One of my favorite quarterbacks, probably of all time. If I did like a top 10, I think Jim Kelly might just be right up there. You know, I don't know if he'd be in the top 5, but maybe. That's one of the toughest guys I ever seen, man. That's pretty boss. I'm gonna have to do a top 10 quarterback list now. Put this shit out there into the ether so everybody knows, and you got proof when I talk about somebody else. There was so many good ones. Fran Tarkenton? Are you kidding me? Like everybody wants to look at stats, but I say my favorite. You know, you ever watch those old videos of Fran Tarkenton taking off running, bud? Hoo-wah! And he would say, if my team's not going to do it, I'll just do it myself. None of that flop shit. Yeah, dude, back then, they ain't nobody flopped and tried to draw a flag because those guys on the other side were allowed to kill you if you did that to them. So Jim Kelly did it right, man. He would stand up and he would dust himself off and he'd go back over there and he would do it again. And he didn't get in their face like Marino, because like Marino would have, dude, they would just go try to kill him. You know, he had a really good line. God dang, Marino was really good. Don't know if he's one of my top 10 faves, but he was really good. He's obviously one of the top 10 quarterbacks ever, maybe, but I don't think he's one of my top 10 faves. What's this? Yeah? Dang. Nice, dude. All right, bro. I would love it if you do. Maybe tomorrow give us a call in. Anthony would like to meet you too. So, Chris, I'm gonna head out right now, and thanks for hanging out, brother. You have a great night, my friend. I'll see you tomorrow. Cool. See you, bro.